Day 555. Yes, it is my 555th day playing Marvel Strike Force. We're going to take a look at my roster. We're going to take a look at what I am farming, and it is very different than when we did this video last month. And I do want to thank all of you guys that watched the video last month and gave it a thumbs up. We're doing it again. Things are different in the game, obviously, so we're going to talk about some of the changes to our roster and what I am farming right now. And yeah, we are doing a giveaway, guys, so stay tuned to the end, and I hope you win. But if you are ready, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
What's up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel, and I got my brother from another mother, Mr. OhEmGee, aka Mobile Gamer. What is up, man? How are you doing?
What's up, Valley Maniac? We're gonna call you the Chummer from now on. How does that sound?
Ooh, inside joke there, guys. Let me know if you know what that is about in the comments. But we're gonna
You don't want me to spoil it?
Today.
He is the dirty Chummer. He kills people because he was on an episode. This guy over here was on an episode of Baywatch, and he throws all the chum into the water, and then the snorkelers and scuba divers get killed because of that. The sharks come and kill him.
I think I
you
bit
dirty
it,
Chummer, you.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we're taking a look at rosters here. The good, the bad. I want your critiques. I want you to go hard too. If there's something yet you don't like. Now, before we get into all that, I am playing on BlueStacks. I know you play on BlueStacks as well. There's also a link for Valley merch, and there is a link for Patreon if you want to support the channel. BlueStacks is freaking awesome.
Get your dirty Chummer merch right down in the description.
Like a shark thing on it. All right, so
all the blood and everything. It was gross.
I'm gonna roll that in. You guys saw that. I rolled it in the background. So, all right, we're here to take a look at my roster. And anyway, this is where it's at now. So last time we did this video was about a month or so ago. Collection power was at 3.3 million. The strongest team power is about 2.9k. Yeah, not much else has changed. A few more blitz wins there. Arenas around the same. I've moved up to 5. I didn't go all the way up to 1 like you have been. And we're gonna talk about that on your channel.
Sure, yeah.
But anything here that really stands out to you? I don't think there's too much that stands out. It's just growing at a slow pace.
I did look at your roster earlier, and it's a lot more leveled out than, you know, you had some suggestions last time on my channel and vice versa, and I think we both listened to each other and we like leveled out our rosters a little bit. And it's amazing what a month can do. Like if you just focus on a couple things, you know, like focus on one character to gear up, you know, and make sure that it's, you know, really, as far as like stars and gears, other than the arena, you know, most of the time you're probably fine with just, you know, maybe 6 stars and not having the highest gear. You really don't need to go all out on most of your teams if you're just going to be using them in Blitz or whatever, right?
Sometimes for the raids, though. I gotta mention the raids because some of them are pretty hard. Anyway. This is where my roster is at right now. Still, I don't think I had this gear piece. I was waiting on this one gear piece last time we made this video a month ago. I still haven't found it. So yeah, she is at the exact same place.
Okay, now something that nobody's talking about, and I wanted to bring up with you on Phoenix is Bestow Light. I'm thinking about doing. Okay, never mind her, but go into the summon, go into the passive, and then click the summon button. Go into the passive and hit the summon button.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we see Vitality Drain goes from 15% to 20%. So that's a 25% boost. You know, like, you know, we get all excited about going from 630% and it adds 70% damage. Well, that's less than 10%, right?
Yeah.
Like take on Ultron's ultimate. You know, when you put the T4, it only boosts it up by like 10%, right? Well, that's actually a 25% boost. It happens every match, no matter what. You know, as soon as the first form of Phoenix dies and you go to Dark Phoenix, you know, she goes to full turn meter and this immediately goes off. Yeah. And I've been using this a little bit in Fear to Darkness because I'm trying to get those bonus runs. This will hit for like 100,000 because it's It's based off of
Percentage.
health,
Yeah.
percentage health, and it's going to scale well over time. It happens every match, and I'm thinking that this is kind of a T4 that a lot of people are sleeping on because it says steal 5%. Well, that doesn't sound that amazing, but it's actually a 25% boost from 15%. Going from 15% to 20% is actually more impressive than going from like 630% to 700%, which on there it says 70% more damage, but that's less than 10%. You see what I'm saying there, right?
I do. It is a bigger damage move than a lot of people.
And it happens every single match. Every single match you use this ability, always, and so it's a big deal.
Unless you just smoke them and your Phoenix survives, but definitely.
Phoenix is not as broken as Ultron, but she's up there. You know what I mean? She's definitely she's definitely earning her legendary unlocks at 6 stars, that's for sure. I can see you're farming Okoye and Shocker. You have to.
Shocker, baby. Yes.
Those are the 2 characters that have recently been made farmable, and I think everybody needs to farm them without a doubt.
Still working on Loki and Hand Assassin for this girl right here.
So you have Nobu already? Nobu.
Trash? Yeah, your favorite character is done in my roster.
Okay, well, Loki and Hand Assassin is for unlock on Phoenix.
Working on the gear for Psylocke.
Psylocke, you know what? People all hyped about Psylocke, and I understand why. It mostly has to do with her passive. It doesn't change that she is really slow. She is so slow.
Yes. Yes.
She's so slow that her ultimate, which strips away the negative effects, it seems like everybody's gone. Everybody's already been ability blocked. Everybody's been all stunned. It's like, oh my God, my whole team is blinded or my whole team is stunned. But she's going so far behind everybody that it doesn't seem like practical in practice. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It works for Brotherhood, but every other team, it is way too slow to really make that difference that
I don't think she's going to hold up 6 months from now. I think if 6 months from now, Psylocke is going to be old news. I don't think she's going to be relevant and important a year from now, 18 months from now, unlike some characters like Falcon and Carnage. I think a character like Falcon and Carnage are going to scale well over time. I don't think Psylocke will. I just by her speed drives me crazy. I
agree with you with the speed, but this Astral Butterflies, it is slow, but this is a strong move, clearing all the negative effects from X-Men. So I think there'll be a place for her, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what new characters come out.
That ability, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too far behind everybody. It just kind of drives me crazy. Loki, you're doing okay. We were talking about Loki.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Well, it looks like you're ready to go for Invisible Woman. You'll have the Mysterio time.
Almost.
Raid store. Yeah. I mean, that's a slow farm, but you'll get it. Captain Marvel looks quite beefy over there. I bet you have a lot of fun blowing up, deleting everybody one turn. Whoa, look at your Drax. What happened with that? Tell me your Drax story.
This is a weird one. So we did a video on your channel. We're talking about the best T4s. I'm like, you know what? This might not be the best, but I want to put the 4 stars on Drax. So I bought the 4 stars on Drax, and then Human Torch comes out and said, all right, I'll open a few red stars to get some stars on Human Torch. Well, the good and the bad. I pulled the 5-star Drax, but that was a few hours after I spent all the Elite 4 currency to get the 4 stars on Drax. So feels a little wasted.
Well, are you spending the Elite 4 or the Elite 5 currency?
It was the what we were getting for the login. So whatever that currency was,
5 or what? Yeah,
and I bought
whatever it is.
Drax and a few hours later. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so just to be clear, those tokens we got for free. We got 80 tokens for free. And my suggestion is to never convert the Elite 4s. Just buy the Elite 4 orbs. Yeah. But when you open Elite 4 orbs, sometimes you'll get duplicates and it'll go towards Elite 5 tickets. And those Elite 5 tickets actually convert fairly well into those tokens, in my opinion.
I've traded a few of those in. I've never done an Elite 4.
But
all those for one token just seems...
Yeah, I'm not converting my Elite 4 currency, but I'm converting my Elite 5 currency if I need to. Not always, but if I need to. All right, let's keep going.
What else has changed since the last time? I think all these guys have been there. I don't know if I have security up at 13, but that was recent. Colossus, I got
I'm envious of your beefy Colossus right there. So now here's Now, I'm just looking at your roster, and I see Korath over there.
Yeah.
I bet you that's like your first character that you've scrolled down so far, and you're like, man, I wish I didn't have all that stuff in Korath. Is that true?
Well, he was my first 5-star pull, so I was like, maybe I should build him up a little bit. And I never really ended up using him, so I didn't really put too much into him. So he just, I've struggled finding a place for him on a team. So yeah,
I don't know what to do with my Korath either, and it's just like, and he's a good character. I wish the ability block wasn't 50%.
Yeah.
Because when it goes off, it's a good deal, but it seems like when it says 50%, I could be wrong, it has a 50% chance to. Like, it has like an auto 50% fail rate, right?
Yeah. It's 50% chance to ability block.
That doesn't mean it goes off 50%. What that means is that it has a 50% chance to fail no matter what. And then if it's successful, it's going to do a focus resistance check on the other side. And then it can fail even again. So it's much less than 50%. Do you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. Sometimes I need that ability block and it doesn't go off. I'm like, I'm screwed
they
for
should
this battle.
reword it. It says 50% chance this will never ability block. And then the other 50% of the time it checks Korath's focus versus the other person's resistance, and then maybe it'll go off. Maybe it's like a 25% chance. Anyways.
Yeah, he doesn't fit in a good team right now that really makes use of his
really
abilities.
Good character though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
nice
a good
kid.
character. It's
Strong
just like,
kid.
where do you put him right now? He's there. It's like him and Night Nurse are kind of like homeless right now.
Oh my
like
goodness,
homeless characters.
Night
Like
Nurse.
I don't know what to do with Night Nurse other than to put her on an Ultron team, but it's like she's not good in Raid. She's not good in Blitz at all, or Arena. I mean, she's really just kind of like maybe there's a place for her inside of with Ultron, but. I don't know. There's still other characters, right?
I keep her with Ultron just because of this 46k power that she has to make use of to maximize the Blitz. But I don't use her in any other game mode besides Blitz. It's just kind of
Now, so like your Falcon, there's a character I would take higher. Falcon and Vision. Those are probably the only two characters I've seen so far. I was like, you could bring them up. The reason why Falcon is that.
Iron Man.
I don't know. Iron Man is, unless they rework Iron Man, but Falcon's middle ability, pull that up real quick. Falcon's special.
Strong Red Wing. Yeah.
Oh my God. Not only does it clear stealth, but it gives like a gabillion amounts of speed bar. And the speed bar can go above, in this game, it can. Like 1,000. And, let's say you get like 750, right? Which is 75% speed bar. It'll actually go above. You'll take a turn, and then you'll have extra turn meter left over. And some of your characters, your whole team might go even twice. You know what I mean? Before they get to go. Especially if you're facing against Ultron, and he has like 19 minions, and they all have buffs, and then suddenly your whole team has all this speed bar. This is an ability, just that ability right there, will be good on almost any team for a long time. And it's really good, of course, in Alliance Wars because there's buffs everywhere. But I think this is an ability that's going to be important. Turn-based games, speed is the whole name of the game. How often you can go and how many times you can go is kind of the whole game. I think this is an ability that's going to be good for a long time, especially in Arena.
Would you go so far as to call him the new Black Widow with all his speed that he's giving out?
In a lot of ways, he's better than Black Widow. He's just. Being able to clear away stealth and give all that turn meter is just kind of very important to mechanics right now because of Phoenix and Ultron are kind of like the two god tier broken characters in the game right now. Mm-hmm. And he has one ability that has like a counter to both of their kits. I think it's fantastic. Anyways, I like Ultron. And then
Ultron is very good.
Same thing with Vision's ability block. If you could land that ability block on Ultron before he goes off, maybe by putting a Disrupted on him from Magneto, you pretty much stop that whole Ultron ramp up, gabillions of minions, and plus he has a way of clearing negative status effects. Vision has had an effective kit ever since he was reworked for a long time, plus he gives defense up on spawn, so that's very good for protecting your Ultron. This is just like, I took mine all the way up to 12 I'm working on getting mine to 12, and I think he's just an amazing character right there.
Yeah, I was working on the power armor, building them up, and then I shifted back to X-Men. I think I should shift back to power armor to at least get all of them to 70 and get their gear up. Like, I could take Iron Man up right now. I probably will do that as soon as we're done.
Yeah, what a lackluster legendary though, Iron Man. I mean, he still does his thing, but he's just kind of the meh.
He was even lackluster back in the day. Remember when his first game really came out? Like, all right, and it was like I never used them after that.
Well, the problem I have with characters that are kind of like okay when they come out, they never really get better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just like over time, every character in your roster is just kind of like shrinking little by little because of power creep. Like the newest and greatest character that comes out is a little bit better than the rest of them, or else why would we get them?
Yeah.
And so it's like a meh character when they come out doesn't become better over time, and so that's kind of where Iron Man is. And then you were talking about upgrading your Wakandans, and I still have mixed feelings about Wakandans, but what are you thinking about them?
Well, let me show you, because I got lucky with the Red Star pulls, and they're not the best raid team, but they're decent in raids. So I got the 5-star Koye, 5-star on Killmonger, 4 on Black Panther, a little low on these two. So I'm thinking building these guys up a little bit more. I don't think I'm going to go full in and put all the T4s that they need to really be effective, but I'm thinking building them up a little bit more. Maybe it's around 180, maybe 200k or so.
So I went pretty heavy recently on my Killmonger because of the lane that I was on Gamma Raid, which was a defender's lane where I couldn't use Punisher and I could put Killmonger in with the rest of the defenders. And he was hanging. He was doing very well. He's really good in raids, and they are good in raids, of course, but a lot of it is dependent on Black Panther killing people and getting turn meter, or even M'Baku being able to hit somebody on that ability, maybe a minion, and then start chaining and going and going. Seems like if you're
stronger,
if you are bigger than them, I don't know how to explain this. Like
they punch down very well. They don't punch up very
snowball.
well. Yeah,
they snowball and they really work. But if you can't get a kill, or if they got like a lot of armor and you can't kill that one character, they don't ramp up and they don't go and nothing happens and they just kind of like don't do anything. It's a very strange team. Plus, there's so many little like subtleties onto knowing when a Koye is going to assist and whether she's going to take a positive effect away, all kinds of weird stuff, right?
I hardly ever use her ultimate.
You have to play it real slowly. It's not like an auto-play team, that's for sure.
No, it's a careful play team. It's not like a Power Armor X-Men where you just hit auto and beat everything. It's more like the Avengers where you got to be careful with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Deadpool, I want him up a little bit more. He's a little lagging on my Hero Brawler team. But
I have my Deadpool at like 49,000, and I don't know. I don't think he doesn't do anything in raids. He's okay with the Hero Brawlers, you know what I mean? But on my Hero Brawlers, what I really would want is more ways of clearing positive effects. It seems like defense up really messes them, and yes, Chavez and I guess Captain Marvel kind of does that a little bit, but I don't think Deadpool is that useful right now. Or I'm not getting... Yeah, I would rather have a 37,000 power Deadpool and put that resources somewhere else than the 49,000 power one I have on my account. You want
to hear something crazy? I'm actually thinking of building up Wolverine.
I have a 5 red star Wolverine, and so he was pretty strong anyways, and it's fun with Brotherhood. I mean, you know how you get stuck behind some ridiculous tank, like Mags or Colossus, and and if you want to take a significant chunk of damage down pretty quickly, he's very useful for that, of course.
Yeah, and that's...
Let's look at your lineups, because I don't see anything that's out of place. I mean, as far as... I don't see any wasted resources down here. You know what I mean?
And these are all the guys that I haven't had the gold for, so yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this game is about resource management, and when you overcommit resources to a bad character, if you put all of your resources into aim security, you're probably not going to get a lot of use out of it. And as far as your roster here, like who you could put more into, maybe Vision and Falcon, but I don't see anybody on your roster other than Korath and maybe Night Nurse that maybe have too much resources into.
All right, so here we are. Not too many changes from the last time we did this. There's a couple though. So this is the BKE. Okay. They got a little stronger. Yep. Shield got a little stronger. Pretty much the same team. Brotherhood, I think they're around the same. This team got a little stronger because of Drax.
Right. Well, and then the thing about Ultron is, you can take any 4 characters that kind of preserve and protect Ultron. For me, I use a different lineup. Like Shield Trooper's the only one that doesn't make any sense in here. To me, a Kingpin or Crossbones or something. And then I don't know if Night Nurse does much anyway. She just dies and then heals herself.
Well, she usually ends up healing Drax, so it's not the worst thing. But
and Minerva heals up Drax too. Minerva and Drax pair up well,
Minerva's over here. I can't be using
not Minerva. Mantis. Mantis and Drax.
You know what though?
Mantis, Minerva, Warmonger, Killmonger. It's all the same.
He takes a lot of hits. He takes a lot of hits. He takes a lot of hits, and I need both of these guys to heal him up. And Trooper, the logic there was. I use Operative on my Shield team. I like her better on that team. He was already 40k. What do I do with him on Blitz? So I stuck him on this team. He's between Drax and Ultron, so he's gonna be countering when they hit Drax, and if they want to hit Ultron, they're gonna.
But you don't need damage on this team because Ultron is just gonna do all the work.
No, but I got the survivability and I got the turn 1 ease up from Drax.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's fine. Cause the thing about
pretty
Ultron
much the best Ultron team is just putting for Blitz at least is just putting your out of place characters on that team.
Yeah, just getting the most power, most points out of it. Yeah. All right, and then we got standard teams right here.
X-Men the same. They got built up a little bit more. I think this is around the same. This team still sucks, and they keep getting worse and worse.
Okay, so that team right there is kind of what my Ultron team got inserted into. Okay. And that team is kind of gone, my good. Yondu is not what he used to be. Crossbones is not what he used to be. Korath, King, all of it. It's just like, it looks like that team should work, but it just doesn't anymore.
I tried to auto with this team on tier 3 in Blitz, and they lost. And it was a decent matchup, too. Like, if I was playing it, it would have won automatically. And this team is not very good anymore.
Defenders.
Power armor, they got built up. This is a new Avengers team. I used to have Quake, Ant-Man, and Wasp in there. I like this lineup a lot better. I
think we're going to get a rework on Thor at some point, and Thor is going to become more interesting. Thor is so slow. Maybe we'll get some Asgardians.
Yeah, maybe taking Thor out of his team, Loki out of his team, putting them in a totally different team soon. Huh?
Yeah. Maybe we'll get Hela or something like that.
That is the rumor that's floating around. We'll see if that ever comes to fruition.
I still have mixed feelings about Wakandans. I do not want to put T4s in them. I don't have a reason to. My BKE is doing fine. I'm sure when Ultima 7 comes around, maybe my BKE won't be able to hang. But I don't want to. That's so much work to take them up.
I'm gonna build them. I'm gonna build them. I'm probably not gonna go heavy on the T4s with this team though. Just to get their power levels a little higher.
It's just a Blitz and War team for me right now.
For me, the same. For me, the same. I don't really need all.
I put them on defense on War because maybe they have some sustain and maybe someone will get blind. I doubt it. Nothing holds on War, anyways. Spider-Verse, another team, is just like, I don't know what to do with this team. It's like I'm not getting a lot of use out of them.
See, I know you split yours up, and I just don't know where I'm going to place everybody if I split this team up. So I just kept them together. Same with the Kree. I don't know what else to do with them. This team is actually pretty good. Kree with Ronin. Now, you're talking some smack about the Kree before, but Kree with Ronin, not that bad. But they need Ronin.
For the same reason I don't like playing Shield is the same reason I don't like Kree or Wakandans. I don't like those teams that or it's just like, you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. You're sustaining. You're doing nothing. And it's just like, this battle should just be over. And it takes forever.
I agree.
Time out. I don't like playing Shield. I don't like playing Kree, and I don't like playing Wakandans. It's just like, oh my god. It's just like and they're really what it is like, if I do play Kree, I put it on autoplay, and then I just make sure I target the right ones because it's just too much buttons and time and nothing happening. I don't like it.
I agree. They're not the most fun team, but they do work. This is just kind of a leftover team that actually works well and surprisingly at 8.3. Not 8.3, but tier 8. The partial Sinister 6 with the thing in there, and their power levels are close enough that they work well, and there's enough synergy with the Sinister Six to work well.
I'm not, I mean, I'm starring up my Sinister Six just to get Invisible Woman, but I don't care about Sinister Six as far as the team itself. I just don't think they're okay, but what are they good for, really? Just a stepping stone to get.
They're another war team. They're another war team. All right, and I got one more. I can't show you the save squads because we don't have enough save squads.
Which is terrible. We need to have like 4 tabs of 25.
So
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, or unlimited, like another game that.
Yeah.
You play.
Which is just, how hard is that to code? You know what I mean? Like, let's add more columns in a spreadsheet. I mean, it doesn't sound like
more ones and zeros in the game.
Yes, I know. It's just like, well, create some frustration. Hopefully that we can monetize it later, right?
Yeah. This team works good. You get some synergy here. I like this team. This team wins at tier 8. Does better than that stealth bombing team. And then there's also a hand team, but they're not very consistent. So.
See, when I look at that team, I wonder if it works because of its power level. Like, if that was all like gear 11 and it was like a 220 power 1,000 team, I wonder if it would work.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
It does, and I'm not taking them up there because
I wonder if
they work well right now. They work well right now.
Yeah, I wonder if it works because it's 153,000.
That's kind of why I think the Sinister Six is working, because they're so low.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if that would work at 200,000. Maybe, I don't know.
Not with opponents they'll face at that high.
Yeah.
Right? It'll work at a high level, but not against defenders or some of these meta teams that you'll face at that higher levels. So that's kind of why it's working. But that's it. That's my roster. That's where it's come over the past month. Those are my saved squads. Some slight changes to them. And any closing
Dirty
thoughts?
Chummer?
Yeah, baby.
You're going to have fun editing this video down to a reasonable time.
Oh, I'm going to keep it in. Well, tell everybody where they can find you. We're gonna go
on the interwebs. I'm all over the interwebs.
All right. He is all over the place. You can find him all over the place.
You can find me on Pinterest and Tumblr
and Friendster.
Yes. MySpace. Yeah. I'm on MySpace.
Talk to Tom, baby.
I'll put you in my top 8 if you go onto MySpace.
Tom's best friend. So thank you so much to OhEmGee, aka Mobile Gamer, for taking a look at my roster, giving your critique. But now it is time for the giveaway, guys. Yes, $30 gift card, your choice. iTunes, Google Play. If you win, you get to choose. And what do you need to do to win? Well, first off, you need to be a subscriber to this channel, and then you need to leave a comment in the description or in the comment section. Hashtag Valley Contest. Yes, slightly different than last time. And last time I noticed that a lot of the hashtags did get filtered out. I had to go in and approve them manually. And if that happens, I will make sure that all of the comments are approved before I do the actual drawing. So if your comment's not showing up, that's why. I hope you guys like this video though. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Share this with all of your friends. Check out some of my other videos. Smash on that like button. Join the notification squad. And check out some of the links in the description. Valley merch, BlueStacks, Patreon, and there's also the links to social media if you want to connect with me there. I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, out!